All right, so the UFC Sphere, we're all waiting to see how this turns out and what the UFC are going to do with this. Well, Dana did an interview after the Contender Series, and he went into a little bit more detail about what the show is actually going to look like. And I'm telling you right now, this thing's going to be insane. I cannot wait to see it. He's already spoken and said that they spent $20 million on production.
This is an expensive show.
And that this will be a one-of-a-kind.
Now remember, this is a one and done. Never been done, and it won't be done again by us.
Simply because it's costing so much money. And a lot of people are like, oh no, they'll do it again, they'll do it again. But think about this. Bands that go there and play maybe multiple weeks, whatever light show or experience that they come up with, they have multiple nights to generate that money back. The UFC, they've got one night to do this, so they've got to knock it out the park. It's going to be ridiculous. They've brought in some of the best talent on planet goddamn Earth. Bloody Emmy Award winners, Oscar-winning directors, you name it, they've got it. And we as fans, I'm telling you, we're getting treated to something special. And we should appreciate this because, yeah, the fight card's great. The top 3 fights are ridiculous. Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili. We got the flyweight title on the line with Shevchenko and Grasso. Ortega versus Diego Lopez is mental. And then the rest of them, let me tell you right now, they are some mean bastards and they're going to perform. This fight night is going to be ridiculous, okay? However, depending on the success and, of course, depending on the pay-per-view success, I think we might get another one. Certainly by the sounds of this, I would love to see another one anyway. But the thing is that's going to make this so amazing for us as viewers is because we're not going to be at the Sphere. I'm not going to be at the Sphere. You're more than likely not going to be at the Sphere. We're going to be sitting at home and watching this on TV. And that's what the UFC is. Of course, it's a sport, mixed martial arts. The UFC is the promotion. But ultimately, unless you're live there on the night, this is a television production, okay? That's what the UFC is. It's a massive television production company, okay? And their product is a sport. And they are going out of their way to ensure that this thing is ridiculous. Dana's even talking about getting nominated for Oscars, Emmys, all kinds of awards.
So my goal in this thing is to be nominated for an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Grammy.
And I can't wait to see it. As I say, he went into a little bit more detail. We do know this is kind of a love letter to Mexico because, of course, over the years, we've seen some incredible boxers and fighters come out of Mexico. The great Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Marco Antonio Barrera, of course, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, who, by the way, Canelo Alvarez is fighting on the same night. Just down the street, Oscar De La Hoya, who's like, you know, he talks a bit of shit, doesn't he? He's going to be at the event as well. He's there as a guest of Turkey Al Sheikh.
I don't know where he's getting his tickets from, but he definitely isn't getting it from me. I don't know if he's coming with Sheikh Turkey or it's him trying to shit on Canelo.
Because Canelo is always talking shit about him. And Oscar De La Hoya's out of his goddamn mind, let's be honest. But anyway, he's going to be at the UFC and not at the Canelo fight, which I'm not surprised he's not at the Canelo fight. But still, I digress. Let's get back to it. So, when it comes to the UFC Mexican talent, we've had loads over the years. We've had great champs like back in the day, Cain Velasquez, of course, Alexa Grasso's the current champion, Brandon Moreno, Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. I mean, the list goes on, right? But mainly boxers. And one of the reasons, like, a love letter to Mexico is because of all these great fighters that I just mentioned and the Mexican style, right? If you're a fighter and you get told that you fight like a Mexican, it's a great thing to hear. Let me tell you, I remember I was coaching Ross Pearson on The Ultimate Fighter Season 9, and he was ripping to the body. And Stitch Duran, the cut man, afterwards, he's like, you fight like a Mexican, the way you rip to the body. And the Mexicans do specialize in that. Boom, the body shot, right to the body, drop you down to your knees. There's nothing like it. But anyway, still, this video is sponsored by Barbell Apparel. Let me tell you right now, I love Barbell Apparel. I know this is an ad, but I live in this stuff. I'm telling you, they do fantastic hoodies, t-shirts, jeans. The jeans are amazing. They fit beautifully. They are very athletic. If you go to the gym, if you don't skip leg day, if you've got quads, if you've got glutes, you're going to be able to move around. You're going to be able to look stylish and feel great. And by the way, they have an incredible offer for you. Barbell Apparel will get you fitted out head to toe. And right now, you can get a free athletic fit performance hoodie, kind of like the one I'm wearing right now, with any purchase over $99. Barbell Apparel's annual sale featuring 7 new designs. Limited time offer. Stack as many as you want. Designs sell out every single year, so grab yours before they're gone. And let me tell you right now, when I say that I live in these things, I'm serious. This is one of their t-shirts as well. Barbell Apparel, the quality is fantastic. The fabrics are second to none. They're beautiful, they feel good, they're comfortable, they're stretchy, they keep their shape, and the shape is phenomenal, by the way. Excellent colors, nice little sheen, they wash well. They don't even need ironing most of the time, which is great because my wife doesn't like to iron. Anyway, listen, as I said, I know this is an ad, but I do strongly endorse Barbell Apparel. Check them out. barbellapparel.com/Bisping to take advantage of that offer. One more time, barbellapparel.com/Bisping to take advantage of the offer and get the free hoodie on all purchases over $99. So let's talk about the show, what we should expect. First of all, the main card. The moment this main card starts, the arena is going to be packed. Vegas is full of all your celebs and all your rich casino gambling sharks and all your douchebags dressed up in your designer gear and everything. And they're on a big night out in Vegas, so fair play to them, right? And they like to, show up a little bit late. They're too cool for school. They're going to go to the fights, then they're going to go to the club, and they're going to spend thousands of dollars, right? So they show up a little bit late because they're cool. This is going to be different. If they show up late, fool on them, because the main card, that is when the show starts. The prelims are going to run as normal, but when the main card starts, we're going to be treated to the first of 5 short movies of the night. Now, Dana said this before. The first theme or movie is going to be The Dawn of Man.
Starts at the beginning of time, ends in the future.
What's the future of Mexico look like?
You're going to find out on Saturday.
So I'm assuming it's going to start. We're going to see the Big Bang or something. We're going to see a horizon. The earth comes to light, and then slowly but surely we realize we're in Mexico. It's going to be a short video. The music's going to be crazy. It's time and all the rest of it. It's going to be wild. The fans are going to go mental, and the arena is going to slowly evolve into a world of some sort. What kind of world, we don't know. And then the fight's going to start. Now, the thing is that Dana wants the Sphere to be the star of the show, but the fighters are also the star of the show as well. So it was really hard work trying to find that correct balance, okay?
Our second biggest challenge, other than lighting, was how do you make the Sphere the star of the show, but not during the fights?
And I understand that because, you want to utilize the Sphere, all this crazy technology, billions of dollars that thing costs. But also, you got people like Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili fighting for the bantamweight title of the world. And that's what everyone's ultimately tuning in for. But all the bells and whistles, the stars and stripes, and the world evolving and the movies, it's just going to make it one unbelievable night that we got to see.
And then we call them worlds. And the fight will live inside this world. And the world will evolve while the fights are going on, but it'll be very subtle. Clouds will move, fires will burn, birds will fly, or whatever the hell's going on.
While the fights are happening, though, so let's say the first fight of the night starts, while that fight's happening, slowly but very subtly, the world that everybody's sitting in at the Sphere will slowly be evolving and transforming. It's going to get cloudy, it's going to get darker, there's going to be birds flying, bloody pterodactyls, dinosaurs, God knows what. By the end of the night, it's going to be Mexico in the future, Jetsons flying around on flying things with sombreros on. I mean, God knows what, right? The world will have evolved. Then they play another movie, okay? The next fight starts, and as that fight's happening, again, the world around them will slowly be evolving and changing, right? And I'm telling you right now, if that doesn't sound cool to you, I don't know what to tell you. Right? We're not going to be at the Sphere. You're not going to be at the Sphere, okay? Right? Going to Vegas, you got to buy a plane ticket, you got to buy a ticket for the event, you got to get a hotel, you got to have food for drinks, bit of gambling, food, restaurants, all the rest of it. We get to sit at home, watch it, enjoy it as if we are there. Their goal, and the reason they're spending so much money, is to make it fully immersive so that the viewers get to experience it almost the same way that the ticket holders in the arena do.
How will you allow people watching at home to feel the difference of the Sphere card?
So normally, every Saturday, we have 2 trucks. In-house live event that is different than the event that is on television. There will be 2 more trucks added to this show. So he will be shooting both of those things at the same time to try to give you the feel that you are inside the Sphere.
Now, of course, that's almost impossible. Watching on TV is fantastic, but going to a live UFC fight, I'm telling you, it's one of the best experiences ever. The atmosphere is unbelievable. It's just electric. It really is. And you're not going to have that in your front room. But the reason they're spending all this money and bringing in these top flying fancy pants directors and Emmy award winners and Oscar winners and all the rest of it is to figure it out. So how do they do it? How do they bring the viewer at home in America or all around the world, bring them in so it's fully immersive and we get to enjoy it almost as good as the fighters? And for that, I cannot wait. Now, one of the main guys that they've hired to make this all happen is a guy called Glenn Weiss. I've never heard of him, but apparently He's won 14 Emmys, Academy Awards, Oscars, and all the rest of it for producing some of the best award shows and TV shows that have been on TV. Stuff like the Oscars, stuff like the Emmys, stuff like the Nickelodeon Kid Choice Awards, you know, where they're always dunking slime on people's heads and stuff like that. Don't worry, nobody's going to be getting slimed. But Sugar Sean O'Malley might get picked up and dumped on his head, just like Merab did to Henry Cejudo. Speaking of Cejudo and speaking of Sean O'Malley was asked to go on the podcast with Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman. He agreed. He went on. And when he got on there, he took the piss. He said, how did you let Aljamain Sterling take you down?
I came here for 2 reasons. 1, to praise you, Kamaru. You're an absolute legend. And 2, Henry, how'd you let Aljo take you down so easy? You're welcome!
Well, you wait. Oh, is he out?
Oh, did we lose him?
Now, of course, he's taking the piss out of him there and giving him a little bit of shit. And why not? Because he thought Aljamain Sterling didn't get taken down once, knocked him out cold. And remember, there's been a lot of shit over the years between Sean O'Malley and Henry Cejudo. But now, of course, Henry's got a podcast, so he wants him to come on. So he eats some humble pie, and Sean's like, yeah, I'll do that, just so I can come on for 2 reasons. 1, to say respect Kamaru, and 2, to Henry, kiss my ass type of thing. So anyway, so that was very good. That was interesting, and Sean O'Malley's fantastic to watch. So there it is. There's the Sphere. We're going to have 5 different movies. The worlds are going to evolve throughout it all. They've spent millions and millions of dollars, so it's fully immersive, so we can enjoy it almost as much as the people holding the tickets in the arena. And I, for one, I don't know about you, I'm pretty excited about this. They're also doing some other stuff, like Dana's doing an Easter egg contest where you watch the films. There's going to be some UFC-themed Easter eggs or something.
And we're working it out with legal right now. But what I want to do, if somebody can find all the Easter eggs, they'll give you $25,000.
Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. That is the main event. The Sphere is also kind of the main event. That annoyed Sean a little bit. He's like, hey, man, this is supposed to be the Sugar Show. And it is the Sugar Show. And what a great honor. Not only for Merab and Sean, for all of these people, all these fighters competing on this. This is going to be insane. And I'm telling you, we might see some of the guys that are being like, holy shit. This is wild. This is different, you know, because there's a comfortability with fighting, with walking out, with going through that curtain, and you walk out and there's the crowd and all the rest of it. But you do kind of get used to it. Now they're going to be walking out. They're going to be like, oh my God, this is different. This is insane. This is crazy. Look at that. There's a fucking pterodactyl flying up there. What the hell? Anyway, I can't wait for it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and ring the bell. See you soon.